Hello, welcome to the class. My name is Craig Fontaine and I will be your professor for this class. I wanted to just take a few minutes and talk to you about class expectations. The reason why I'm doing this so early in the semester is because each professor has different standards and different expectations. And sometimes it takes students a number of weeks to determine what they are. And in the process, they end up losing some points. And no students that I know want to lose points. So I thought it might be best just to talk to you about this right up front, and then that way we can be on the same page. Okay, let's begin with one fundamental fact, and that is that industrial organizational psychology is and always has been a research-based field. So when you write papers for me, research papers, or each module's initial post, in which you will be doing some research and then writing a few pages about it, um, must include uh, good sources, good references, by which I mean peer-reviewed journals. Peer-reviewed journals can be found in the online library at RUC University, and there is a way in which you can click a button that says in the search process only go search articles in which are peer-reviewed, and make sure that you click that button, and that should put you in good stead. Okay. By the way, Argosys Library is a fine library that has most of the major journals that we use in the field. However, you don't have to use Argosys Library if for some reason you happen to have access to another library or an online library. Uh, that would be certainly fine. It's the notion that you use the correct journals that I'm concerned about. So anytime you write a research paper or your initial post, you need to be sure that you have the correct sources in it. Now, not every source that you give me, needs to be a, 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 a peer-reviewed journal article, but there must be some. Um, Sometimes, an old textbook might be a source that you might that you use. Sometimes there are just other books that you find, or even more popular magazines that libraries sometimes have available. And there's always the very popular internet. I have no objections to you using internet sources, uh, especially to bring more current data to light. Remember, peer-reviewed articles are always going to be a year, maybe 2 years old, because it takes that long to write, get reviewed, do revisions, get into the publication uh, queue, if you will. So websites are very good for being able to acquire up-to-date data on some aspects. If we're talking about retention rates or job retention rates, I'm talking about that would be something that you could very easily go to the internet to find as an example. Anyway, so please remember to use at least some peer-reviewed journal articles, and we should be fine. Okay. I also needed to talk to you a little bit about those reply posts that you do throughout the week. You make your initial post, and then you read it, other people's, and you reply back to them. A substantial number of people lose points because of what I call not having less than substantive uh, replies. Um, I need you to advance the discussion, advance the argument, not just say, "Hi, G. Sally, I thought that was really cool what you said. I've had the same experience, and tell a little story. You can do that. You can certainly do that, but you're required to do 2 posts. And if you do that for both posts, you're not going to get full credit. Okay. If you reply to 5 posts and you do that in 1 or 2, that's, to me, that's being a good colleague. That's being a good classmate. You're being friendly. You're engaging. With your classmates. But some of your posts, at least 2, need to be substantive. They need to advance the argument and so forth. Now, that also means that when you are posting these types of uh, material, that you must also include references. Okay, so once again, I don't expect every one of your reply posts to have references, but if your reply post makes some kind of assertion or states some kind of fact that is not absolutely common knowledge to most people, then you need to cite the source in your reply posts, just as you would cite something in a research paper or your initial post. Okay? That's really the 3 major things I wanted to talk to you about. Um, but as I'm leaving you to get back to work, I would like to talk to you about my expectations and how they have changed. I say my expectations, or what I mean is expectations that I put on me by the university. Um, in January or February, which has been several months now, they made a very major change, which some of you may have noticed, uh, that the rules no longer state that professors need to reply to each and every person's initial post and each and every person's reply posts. That had been the standard for the number of years that I have been here. The standard now says that you simply need to engage with the students. What you will find is that I, and probably many of you other professors, will be not replying to each post that you make, unless for some reason we find it interesting, or we want to underscore something, or we want to ask a question about it, or so forth. So if I pick somebody's post to reply to, and I don't pick yours, there's no I'm I'm not prejudiced against you in any particular way. But you will also find in my attempting to do, I will be attempting to do what I call more teaching. I've been in this field a very long time. I've been a professor a very long time. See my gray beard and everything. I have I have created many documents which the students have found to be useful, little 1-page or 2-page summaries of some of the major types of things like organizational structure and motivation and so forth that I will be posting. There are some websites that I'll be giving you links to. Every now and then I might be popping back and giving you a video, a more detailed explanation about how I see things. I might be telling some stories about things that have happened to me in my career. Um, uh, Specifically now I'm talking about my career in the corporate world. I spent 22 years working for Fortune 500 companies before I became a full-time professor. So that's the way I'm going to be contributing to your learnings in this course. I think I've said enough. Welcome to the course. Have fun. Work hard. And I'll be talking to you along the way. Have a great day.